Good afternoon. Just opening ZBrush. Just give me a minute.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, can you show how to make this bun and all that? Like haircut.
Haircut and all.
Haircut in the sense like for hair, like buns and
Hair, a bun like female hair, all these things.
yeah.
So you want to create
Like
that.
a samurai bun, the
Okay,
small one.
there is okay. We can definitely do it. Okay, just give me a second. So I follow a process. I'll show you. Just give me a second. And here. So you want to create a bun. So let's see. So for this, usually like what I personally prefer and follow is I create the basic hair in ZBrush, and then I push it to this thing Maya and use XGen and generate those hair. So because then otherwise what happen if you don't do it, you have to do it manually with those guides and all, and create the shape in Maya. So that can be a little tricky and might be a little difficult also. If you do this process, it's like super easy. You can handle, manipulate things, and just export those here as a spline. And let's see. Suppose suppose your shape. So you want to create a bun. So maybe okay. Then I should take a ring, kind of something like this. Initialize. Right, something like this. Like this, there's a head, and then there's a bun. Let me see. This is something I can do. I can keep it here. Let me open her. So we have a head and ring. Radius, let them reduce and append that shape. Or maybe somewhere here. Depend like wherever you want to create. So this is what you're talking about, right? Like there's like hair and there's a bun, and you have to generate hair, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So for this kind of thing, like what I prefer personally. So for this bun, you have to create hair separately. For head, you have to create hair separately. So both works differently, and alpha cards works differently. This is if you want to use alpha cards or you want to use this thing, XGen, hair and fur. So both the techniques are entirely different.
Anything, sir.
Anything, okay.
Like we can use XGen in Unreal, right? Using that Alembic.
Alembic cache can definitely export and import also. I guess for that but here.
But XGen you can render only using Arnold, or can you use other rendering?
Other rendering also we can use that material you have to change.
Then XGen will do.
But Unreal I never tried. I'm not sure. Unreal can handle hair and fur, but for that they use Neo fur or something. So
I don't know, sir. I saw some video where
no, hair and fur
there is
it's
some
there in Unreal. It's Neo fur. It's not XGen. So it's different. It's a map based. Like based on a map, it generates a fur. So okay. Anyways, let's see. Suppose you want to create here. So I'll select this is my base model, and I want to generate here. So what I'll do, I'll go to Fiverr Mesh. I can use this preview, or if I want, I can go to fiber mesh. Where is my fibers? There are a lot. Oh, sorry, filters. Where is the fibers? Fibers, sorry. So we have a lot of presets. Whatever I want to use, I can definitely use any one of them. So to use this, I can use this. So suppose I want to use this one. So what I'll do is first I'll change the direction. TV switch off, preview again. So because this preview is based on the screen space. So whichever direction is a screen, the bottom side is always gravity. So based on that, it generates here. Though we can manipulate that thing directly under modifier, but this is like makes things a little easier. And now we have all this here. So max fiber, reduce it, keep it really low. Again, down, low. So if suppose I'm fine with this, oh, I have to isolate this. So this looks fine. And now fiber mesh, and I have to align with the this shape. And length is too long, so I just make the length, reduce the length. Again the direction. Okay, I can just simply reduce the gravity, make it 0. Gravity is 0, so there's no gravity. Now length is also fine. Now I have to create, like I have to like comb them. So I can go to groom brushes, groom short here, toss short, this one. And like, if I try to use this directly, it will create a mess here. So personally, like whenever you create this thing, make sure modify the brush. Because see, if I click this, oh sorry, oh, I forgot to accept. Oh, my bad. Once you're happy with the shape and density and everything, because this hair is not required, I just need these splines. So if you want to check, you can just shift R, render it out and check the render. Looks like this. If you're happy with this, keep it here. Now this thing is here, and switch on this one. So now I'm going to work on my hair. So if you see, if I click on this, combing becomes slightly tricky. It's not very clean and smooth. So for this, we'll go to brush, fiber mesh. So stiffness is 20, it's too high. So maybe 5 is fine. Preserve length is basically preserve the length of the each and every hair follicle, each and every fiber basically. And front propagation basically from root to tip, how much it's going to affect brush. And invert this thing. Spin if you want to spin thing. Collision, front collision from the model. So this is again 50 is too high, so I'll make it maybe 5 only. And front collision variation, like some variation, so maybe 10. And then I can comb them very nicely and easily. That's the direction. By the time I'll switch on Maya. And like all this character we're creating right now, so this is not part of your like syllabus. So like whoever is not willing to do it or not interested in doing it, you can just like, if you don't attend also, it doesn't matter, because there is no attendance for this. Oh. 1 2 loose strands are fine. You can always reduce the brush and like fix it. And then like now this is like all kind of same. So I need to have some variation. So what I'll do is BMV, move brush, and add some variation here and there. And today is the your date for submission. So make sure by evening I'll check everything. So make sure submit, even if it's WIP, submit it. Okay. So I created something, and I need this mesh and plus this hair. So this mesh I can just simply export. One base, and this here, select this, go to fiber mesh, and there is something you can see, export curves. So this right now I'm going to use this. Okay. Use this, going to export this fiber mesh from a ZBrush as a guide. So curves, so you can see export curve, click here. It's 5,330 something. Preview, I can increase, decrease, I can reduce that thing. So preview setting, you can see 100. If I want to reduce, I can definitely reduce it 60 or maybe 50%. Export curve, click 3,000, it's reduced. So lesser the guide, it will be easy for you to control. So 3,000 is way too high, but it's still 3,000. That is something Maya can handle very easily. Like Maya can handle like few thousand, this thing like 10, 20, 50,000 splines very easily. So click on OK, and it will show you to save this thing. So make sure whenever you're saving curves, you cannot save it in OBJ or any other format. You have to save it as a MA, Maya file. Otherwise, those curves will be lost. So make sure save it as a MA and save. So this is done. Now let me drag drop this Maya fiber mesh here. It's loaded. You can see. Then we have base. Where is the base? Base. Oh, what it? Yeah. Base and here. So now this, all these fibers are basically guides for my XGen. I'll use this as a guide. So select this folder, and to generate here, you need a base. Without that, you cannot generate here. Suppose you have head and you want to generate here, you need to duplicate the head, delete rest of the part, and just then generate this. So now go to XGen, which is default of Maya. So you can select that. So now I have to create descriptions. So click on the first option. It will ask what you want to do. So create new description. This is my hair. Oh, sorry, my bad. I have to select the mesh and click on this. So you can name it whatever you want to create, like underscore bun, and collection also underscore. Name it properly always. It will be, keep your keep everything sorted, and to be easy for you to identify what you have worked on. Otherwise, if you don't change the name, it might overwrite your existing, like previously, suppose in any other file you have used something, it might overwrite that file. So make sure change the name properly, and then you can see we have specific points. Generate, I want to generate a specific point because I have guides already. If you randomly generate, that's random. Uniformly you want to generate, you can do that. And because I already have guides, because wherever you have guides, you need to use this option. And attribute expression, placing, both are fine. You can use any one of them. Create. It will create a bun description folder, this one. So select this, you can see all those cross points. So this will generate here. All here it will generate from this surface. And these are only guides. So go to, there is my utility, utilities. You can see there is something called surface to guide, copy guides, copy curve, and curves to guide. So select this, select your curve, and add guides. It will convert these curves to guides. And make sure delete, switch off this delete. If you need those curve one, like again, you can obviously import it again. But like if you delete this, what it's doing is it's converting them into guide and going to delete these splines. Done. So now you can see it generated hair cards automatically. Hair cards automatically generated. And but one thing you have to keep in mind, for rendering hair and fur and everything, you need to scale the model according to your physical skill. Basically, take a standard 6 feet height based on that, because right now one box is basically 1 centimeter by default. So this is like 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter, like really small. That's why each and every hair follicle, you can see it's way too thick, way too big. If you increase this, it will fix the problem. So I switch up this and undo. All these things are still there. Okay, right now this thing is generated already, but it looks really weird. Just give me a second. Just delete the description. I deleted the description, and I'll import the curves one more time. Done. Select both of them, create a group, and scale the group. So this will be easy for me. Be huge. Yeah, now it's fine. Select the base, create description. So I'll just use this thing quickly, not changing anything. Create. Done. Utilities, curve to guide. Select your curves. And right now I'm not deleting it, so I'll keep it. I'll separate in case I need to modify something. Spline we can modify. What I did here, it's doing something. Yeah, see, it's generated. So right now you can see all those hair are quite thin, and it almost perfectly aligned with those spline. I can increase, decrease the like length and density and everything. So let's check this first. Is it working fine or not? So it's hidden. So let's try check this thing out. It's working or not. So let me create a sky dome. Control A. In camera, it's not visible. I can see this thing here. Arnold, render, and check. So here still I can see I cannot see anything. Nothing is visible because I need to assign a material to it. So right now nothing is assigned here. So stop it and go to Hypershade. Now I can select this collection. Everything selected, you can see physical. Whenever you create a fiber mesh hair, it will automatically generate a physical hair material. So right click, assign to selection. Assigned. Now it should render. Now still same. Oh, not rendering. We'll have to check what is going on with the guide. Primitive, let's see. Tip is pointy, root is wide. Displacement, where is my material? Preview output. Oh, rendering, rendered Arnold. Still fine only. Let's see. Randomly process surface. Then click and check. Right? IPR. IPR, no, it's not working. Delete unused. Color and everything is there. It's correct only. This is assigned perfectly. Control using guide. Oh, now it's generated. And this CV curve, basically the smoothness of this hair follicles. Like if you increase it, it will become more smooth. And let's see. Seed I can increase. It will increase the hair. And this time it should render. correct. Why it's not showing anything? Still showing nothing. All renders selected. It's correct. Apply here shader. Correct only. Still not rendering. Is generated properly. I can see clearly. It's visible here. It's working perfectly. It's visible here, but it's not working. Why? Like, this is, I'm not sure like why it's not. It should render. Like I just, it's visible in viewport. It should render, but it's not working. Sky will delete and delete it. Create a light. Maybe light issue or something, but I'm not sure about that. Then still not rendering. It's not rendering. Like it's render only gray. This thing. Am I missing something? Let's change. PV and output. Everything is correct. vendor, correct only. Arnold render, that is also correct. I guess some issue. Just give me a second. I delete this. Delete this also. This is my base. Let me create a base one and guides. Create. I've created this. Let me go to Xgen and I want to add guides. Let's see. I just added a guide. Increase the length. Sculpt guide. The CV guide. This is like if you make it 7, it will look slightly more smooth. Okay, let's see. I've created this one. And one more guide here. And one more here. I don't know, due to some strange reason, that ZBrush, I used it like previously. It works perfectly. I don't know why it's not working here. Maybe I missed something. I'm not sure. Brush size, you can make it like a small and big by pressing, holding B and middle mouse button. Second one. Use the brush size. Okay, let's see. I have these guides and everything, and I want to generate here and everything, all this thing. The seeds maybe 200. And then because of this, density can increase, decrease. That's working. Let me check it's rendering or not. No. Again, render is not connected. Where should I can see clearly it's there. Not rendering. Line render, okay. Batch render also should render. Yes, make primitive bound 100%. Preview. Length and width and all these things are fine. Everything is correct. Why it's not rendering right? I don't know, due to some strange reason it's not rendering. Okay, I'll check this. Like, there's no point wasting time. I'll check this. I'll check like what is going wrong. I guess I missed some step or something. Not sure, but I like as far as I remember, I'm doing everything correctly only. Because viewport I can see all hair and everything, hair shade applied, everything is correct. But it's not visible. Okay, I'll check this. Then I'll just get back to this thing. Why it's not rendering? Like creating this thing, like same process. You can create this thing, but it's not rendering. Like something I missed. I must have missed something, or maybe this is updated version only. So correct. Everything is correct. This render should automatically like load, but still. Only all these things we don't need. If I change this thing direction and update it, change the hair. It's everything is working perfectly. Yeah. But why it's not rendering? Okay, I'll check this and then I'll explain. I guess I'm missing something. So otherwise it should render perfectly. So I'll check that and then I'll get back to you tomorrow. I guess tomorrow again we have class. So tomorrow I'll explain like what I missed. Something I missed, most probably. Then I'll explain this. There's no point like keep doing the same thing. Okay. Same only. Shift D, reduce and fix all the errors, all this pinch and everything. DMB, move brush. all clean. So a basic shape is our basic shape is ready. So it's I need to make it asymmetric. So I switch off symmetry X, and I can use cream lasso. Control Shift. It won't work because it have multiple subdivision level. So what I'll do is to highest subdivision level and delete all the divisions. Load. Still working. What happened? What happened to my ZBrush? Close. Yeah, like this thing have to manually fix, I believe. Control W, all same polygroup. So I have to delete one section. Control W, different polygroup. Then what I can do is, as this thing is like I'm not able to cut its the system is it was hanged. So what I'll do, I split it, group split, separate this section, and this part I can select and delete. Hit the head and go to geometry. Sorry, modify topology, close hold. If I close hold also, I need to delete all the subdivisions. Let's delete this, or control shift, delete this, close, hold. From dynamics. So still this is like very heavy on system because I have like deleted all subdivision levels. So I want to want all subdivision level back. So there's two things. I can try this reconstruct subdivision level, or I can control shift D. I'll just keep a backup. Then I'll click on this one backup and then reconstruct subdivision level. Triangles. Okay, there is triangles. That's why it's not working. Okay, so no problem. That is something I can solve very easily. Then go to zero measure and polygon maybe 10 or something. Groups I don't want, and remesh the model. I already have the already have a backup. I can just project it back. Almost done. Fine. Low poly version. You close, switch off eyes. Control D, subdivide. Switch on your high division. This backup file. Go to project. Project. Control D again, project all. No. Oh, color have to switch off. I don't want any color or anything. Control D again, project again. Done. So let me check. So I switched off my hard devices file. See, they're exactly the same. Select the older one and delete. So now I have this row division file with all this like subdivision level.
So what is reconstruct subdiv? वो क्या करता है?
Like reconstruct, try to reconstruct subdivision level. If but there is a constraint, it should not have any triangles in your model. So in my case, I had triangles here, but I capped it, right? So that's why it wasn't working.
तो मतलब अभी if you delete this delete lower and then reconstruct subdiv वो हो जाएगा automatic.
Roughly roughly it will कर सकता है, but it might create some issues यहाँ पे वहाँ पे. But कई बार काम करता है ये. Okay, so let's. Okay. Okay. Now suppose I want to refine this and add some more detail. So now there's a decent amount of polygons. So, but still I need one more subdivision level here to make sure everything is smooth and I can add fine details. Let's check. It's around 3 million, 3.6 million, 3.5 million. So I can use this. So now I'll go to layer, add a layer. So I'm going to refine all these horns and add some detail here. B, C, smooth also I can use actually. No, not this one. BST, standard brush. Oh, symmetry is off. Just adding details and information. Add all the details. Now just to make it prominent and use in subtract and modify this volume. Now all this horn, all these lines, part of this layer. See, now if I want to add some detail on the surface also, I can do that. So first thing first, I'll switch it off. Add one more layer. This is my noise, surface, noise, zoom in. It's very, really small. Scale I can increase. Little extra. So always keep it little extra. I can see really noisy and very strong noise applied to mesh. You can see it reduces automatically after applying. But still, if you feel like this is way too much, you can go to layer, stop recording, and reduce intensity. You can reduce. It's nice grain throughout the surface.
So the pores is on top of this layer or what?
Yes, this is base. This is just base because pores we're going to create like for cheek, for nose and upper lips and all those area. We're not going to create pores for entire body, right? That will be like a really hectic task. So we use a noise. So what happens from a distance, like ear and all, still you get those grains there. So no matter what you do, there's no, all the part will have some amount of grains. So this is just the base. And top of this, we'll add all the pores, wrinkles, lines, or that some scars and all this thing. And all this definition will add top of this one by one. Let's see this. So right now, like you can see, like in this model, reference, you can see we have all those grains. So those grain will add. But if you zoom in, you can see the base also little noisy. That noise we have just added. Then all these gray, all these bumps will add. All these crisp lines will add separately. All noise, you can see all these pores and everything, pimples will create separately. All those things will create in separate layer. And we refine all these fine lines and all these things, refine it in a separate layer. We'll do that. Okay, we'll do that and we'll refine everything also. And I'll check that XGen, like why it's not rendering. As far as I remember, I did everything correctly, but I don't know, like maybe I missed something. It's been quite long, so maybe, but I'll double check it. So, and tomorrow I'll explain that, like whatever it's like for whatever reason it's not working, I'll explain that. The process is exactly the same. It just we have to like something, I don't know, some shader or some parameter, somewhere something I missed. I'm not sure about that. I'll check it. I'll check it and then tomorrow I'll explain that. Extend that hair and fur. And alpha cards also explain how to create alpha cards and how to create texture for that. That is also for that we can use we can do it directly into Maya also. We can use ZBrush also for that. We can use both. Okay. Okay, then we'll see you guys tomorrow. And college is open, so if you guys if you want to come, you could come. Yeah.
Yes, sir. हम कल से आ रहे हैं.
Okay. Bye bye.